Hello Virgo, welcome to your mid-May reading. This is for Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus. Oops, please make sure you check all your placements to get a clear picture of what's going on for you at this time. As always, this is a general reading. It may or may not resonate for all of you. Please take the bits that do resonate and leave the rest behind for somebody else. I'm going to be pulling a Celtic cross for you today, but I'm going to start off with a couple of archetypes just to kick this off. We have the Vow. Beautiful. I don't get this card often. And we have the Box. Interesting. Very interesting. Okay, let's talk about these real quick before we pull your tarot. Okay, let's talk about the Box first. I love the Vow. It's a beautiful card. I'm going to wait to talk about it. Now, the Box talks about rules, the norm, social constructs. We all to some degree live within this box. It represents everything that is known, anticipated and expected of us, and it holds us in place while simultaneously holding us back from our greatest potentials. And the box is sneaky and it's everywhere, limiting us at the most unconscious levels. It's built of layer upon layer of social constructs, like I said, and pressures. And breaking through these rules and confines, it requires continued effort and bravery. This box, it may appear as expectations from parents. It could be a well-paying but heartless job, the pressure to look or behave like others, or simply to stay small, to work backstage instead of letting the spotlight shine on you. There is a box around you now, which is why this archetype is showing its face. And it is made of some type of confining thought. Ask yourself what it is. The box shifts and morphs as we grow, and this is a part of its multi-layered nature. But once you break through one layer, another will present itself, and then another. Keep going. You need to keep breaking through. An exquisite and beautiful life requires it. Keep asking yourself which boundaries you need to dissolve, which expectations don't sit well for you anymore, and which new rules you need to create to live that rich and abundant life that you're blessed with. With the Vow, this naturally talks about a promise. It talks about oaths and contracts that we make throughout our very long, blessed lives. When the vow is spoken, it talks about how karmic ties are formed and destiny tilts almost on its axis. It talks about promises that cannot be unsaid or forgotten. Breaking them can leave complexities and loose ends. The vow that we are living by, consciously or unconsciously, and either recommit to it, we can either recommit to it, or we can create a ritual that signifies its closure. Which promises or bonds or vows or oaths have you made? Are you living up to them? Are you holding on to them strongly? Have you broken them? I feel like sometimes we underestimate the power of our promises. We underestimate these unspoken bonds. I'm remembering that scene from Harry Potter. I think it was the last movie when, what was his name? Malfoy, when his mother goes to Snape. If you guys aren't familiar with Harry Potter, I'm truly sorry, but I'm suddenly remembering this. And he makes an oath to her, an unspoken oath or something of that sort, where if he breaks that, he will die. And Snape was ready to die to protect Harry. You know what I mean? So we forget how powerful our words are. I feel like this could talk about a literal oath that you may have taken, either when you got married or maybe something that is legal even in nature. It's asking you to remember that oath. It's asking you to remember what promises you've made to somebody or even to yourself. And with the box also showing up, I feel like a lot of you may be tempted to break promises because you're afraid of what people may think. You're afraid of, let's say you've made a promise to keep yourself and your higher self happy, and you're suddenly doing things to make others happy while you're suffering. That's because of that social construct of trying to please somebody else, no matter how unhappy it makes you. Remember the oaths you've made, especially the ones you've made to yourself. That went on a while. I always consult the archetype book while I'm talking about the archetypes so that I, hit the nail on the head. I wanted to keep reading. Anyway, let's pull your tarot, Virgo. Center of your reading, 5 of Swords. Why? Crossing energy. I won't talk about it yet. The 3 of Pentacles. There is, to some degree, like I was telling you earlier, an essence of self-sabotage. I feel a few of you may be looking at the beauty of something, looking at the potential of something without understanding its stability, without understanding its strength, without understanding if it makes you truly powerful or it depletes you. The 3 of Pentacles is an energy of a collaborative effort that is put into place to make something beautiful sustainable. They're making a flower, a beautiful flower with bricks so that it never dissipates. But with the 5 of Swords, it's almost that energy of forgetting your authenticity. What are you building upon? Are you building upon it just because, well, you're expected to? Or are you building upon it because it is true to who you are? I don't know what this is for you. You will. What is your focus? The 8 of Cups. You're walking away. You're walking away from something that does not serve you. I am so glad. I was worried I'd be calling you out throughout this reading, Virgo, but you are walking away. Some of you are very well walking away from a partnership, from a marriage, because you see there are pairs of birds, couples, swans, dragonflies and butterflies, and she's walking away from this partnership. Some of you are walking away from an oath that you made, walking away from a marriage. Some of you may be wanting to walk away from this, but you're worried that if you do, society will not be happy about it. So you put yourself in a box. Take it how it resonates. Something may look beautiful from the outside, but is it truly beautiful from within? That is what matters. It doesn't matter what people see. What matters is what you are experiencing. Recent past, Knight of Wands. There was passion. There was a sense of adventure. There was almost a sense of drive and ambition and motivation to do something, taking risks, being adventurous, being true to yourself and not being in that box. I feel like you were very independent. You didn't really give a rat's behind about who said what about you. You did what made your heart happy. And I just dropped a bazillion cards. Okay, hold on. There's this sense of explosion, almost like a pressure cooker that's waiting to explode. I feel like there's so much drive and energy within you right now, Virgo, and you're not being able to express yourself. It's all stuck in the past. I do see you wanting to walk towards the 9 of Cups. Let's see, what is crowning you? What is your strength? King of Pentacles. You are your strength. That represents an earth sign. You're an earth sign. Your stability, your groundedness, your practicality, your sense of security, your foresightedness. That is your strength. That is what is going to keep you going. Knowing that you have built a stable foundation for yourself, regardless of a relationship, regardless of familial wealth, regardless of anything else, you are whole and complete within yourself. That is what is going to give you that nudge to go on adventures, to truly do what makes you happy, because you have something stable to fall back upon, which is beautiful inside and out. What is the immediate future? The Lovers, beautiful, excellent. I feel like if things have been rocky for you, whether it's in a marriage or a committed relationship, with the Lovers showing up, it represents a soul tie that cannot be ignored. It talks about having ups and downs and having roadblocks and speed bumps and all of that lovely stuff, but the vow stands for something, that unspoken bond stands for something. It'll stand the test of time. You may be tempted to walk away from a situation that didn't bring your heart joy. It took away from your sense of freedom and energy and drive. But I see things shifting for you. I'm going to get one more here. I don't usually do this. Oh, I keep dropping cards. I don't get it. The Moon. Don't let fear get the best of you. I'm also tempted to tell you about the total full moon lunar eclipse again in Scorpio on the 16th. I feel like that is going to be an incredibly transformational time. A lot of truth will come to light. Whatever has been secretive with the Five of Swords, whatever has been hidden and unclear for you, whether it is someone not speaking up about how they feel about you, someone keeping quiet about their emotions, someone not being vulnerable enough to share any feelings of love, I feel like that's going to change. Just don't let yourself marinate in the fear of anticipation. How are you showing up to this reading? What is your power? Whoa. Oh, I cannot. I'm going to pull a brand new card. The cards really want to talk for you, Virgo. They are so excited to jump out for you. Let's see. One card, please. Yes. The Queen of Wands. Beautiful. The King of Pentacles is crowning you, and the Queen of Wands is your strength. Your strength is your ambition. Your strength is your beauty, inside and out. Your strength is having the ability to attract miracles towards yourself. Your strength is your charisma, your magnetism, your vitality, your creativity. Don't forget any of that. Sometimes we can bury ourselves in whatever pain or hardship that we are going through. We forget to exude the light that we're all born with. Exude your light. External influences, Virgo, that you may or may not be aware of. Six of Pentacles. Equal give and take, generosity of spirit. There is somebody around you who wants to comply. Somebody who wants to give as much as they are receiving from you. The Six of Pentacles talks about a sense of balance, a sense of equilibrium, of someone not pulling all the weight in the relationship, of equal work, equal energy given and received. Somebody wants to offer this to you with the Lovers and the Six of Pentacles. Let's see. Hopes and fears. Two of Swords. You're afraid that you will not be able to reach a resolution here. You are afraid with the Two of Swords that you're constantly going to have your eyes blindfolded and you will not be able to see the truth about a situation. You will not be able to see clarity. You will not be able to see the light at the end of the tunnel. I feel like you will. Your hands are not tied. You can easily lift that bird's nest, the metaphorical blindfold off of you and see the truth for what it is. And I feel like the full moon lunar eclipse is going to be extremely revealing. Possible outcome. King of Wands, Queen of Wands and King of Wands together. Someone who may be a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, but this is somebody who marches to the beat of his own drum but complements your energy beautifully. Someone who gives you enough space to roam free, someone who gives you that sense of adventure, someone who brings about that drive, and someone who is highly attractive and attracted to you. The King and the Queen of Wands are a fun couple. They're a couple who give each other space but at the same time enjoy themselves in their partnership. I absolutely love this. I feel like you've been in a very hermitized kind of energy, Virgo. Quite obviously, because the Hermit is your card. But I feel like you will be able to finally build something stable for yourself that will be beautiful as well as sustainable. Just make sure you Keep the oaths that you have made, not only to yourself, but to the people you love, and make sure you're not putting yourself in a box. You're not making decisions from a place of, oh, what are people going to say? No. What is your higher self going to say? What is your heart going to say? Make decisions from that place. Let's pull out a couple of tea leaves to close off the reading. Yoke. Feeling tied down or frustrated? Yes, with the box, I feel like you have been tied down because you're worried about what people think. Wreath. Sorrow over a loss. I did get that. I did get that energy here with the 8 of Cups as well. I feel like you have been struggling with a loss here, but not for too long. I do see a lot of happiness coming in for you. Almost a revival of spirit. Jug. Light-hearted, carefree time. You can't make that up. Lightness of spirit. The Knight of Wands lightness of spirit that you were coming about with, I see a revival of that with the King of Wands and the Queen of Wands, but with stability mixed in. Caterpillar. Things will not always be this way. A change is coming. Can't make this up, man. There is a metamorphosis on its way to you. A beautiful one at that. We have May. Well, appropriate. This may just happen in May. May just happen in May. All right, let's see. Haystack. Karma. You will reap what you have sown. And I feel like you have worked incredibly hard. Now, this wanted to also pop out. You have worked incredibly hard to get where you are today. And I feel like you will be rewarded for your efforts. You are highly thought of, Bo. I feel like with the 6 of Pentacles even, the person who is on your mind, you may feel like you may have lost that connection with them. You may have lost that bond. But I feel like you are constantly on this person's mind, Leo. Leo? Why did I say Leo? Are you dealing with a Leo? You may be. I meant Virgo. So, I feel like don't lose hope. I feel like with the Lovers and the Moon card, there could be this sense of fear of things never resolving themselves, but I see that they will. That was your reading, Virgo. I hope it helped you guys. I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.